Hi everyone, welcome back. And today I want to continue our conversation about flexibility. I want to do another lesson talking about flexibility in your head and a little bit more the hips and shoulders, what we were talking earlier, how we can rotate with the movement, lowering and rising as well. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, we need to come back to our building blocks. We have a head, we have shoulders, rib cage and hips. We want to all align those parts together. Pull the spine up, engage your core muscles, soften your knees so you feel those blocks standing and aligned together. From this position, I want you to think about the head. Right? We talked on a previous lesson that the body can rotate without the head. It stays very important to any type of dancing. We don't want to move the head with the rest of the body. It makes you look much stiffer. So what we do want to do, we want to have flexibility in turning the body without the head and then turning the head without the body. So from beginning, let's do a small exercise. Pull the spine up, stretch yourself upright and just simply bend the knees, feel the body weight down, that your body sits on your hips, and put your hands on the waist right now and just simply turn the head. Avoid turning anything else. Okay, try to turn maximum your head to the right side and then all the way to the left. All the way. As much as you can. Continue rotation till you feel that your muscles can't go further without disturbing your shoulders. Of course, we all can do more of this, but that's not what we are practicing right now. So let go of your shoulders, roll them back, let them hang. Feel the body weight in your hips. And now when you're turning your head, keep your chin parallel to the floor. So with rotation, it's not going to change. Okay, so keep turning and stretching the neck muscles. From this place, I want you to do next. We will create a head rotation and a body movement towards it. Okay, so that was simple rotation. Now we'll have head to the right and right side forward. Head to the right and right side forward. Head to the right and right side forward. Together. Turning the chin and the side towards each other, that they are meeting in this one point. Okay, one more time. Rotate and rotate. No shoulders use, just the side and the head. Let's do 3 more. 1 and 2 and 3. That's your promenade for ladies. And we'll do same thing on the opposite side. And 1 and 2. Chin and the side. One more time. 1, 2, 3. You want to feel that twist in your body, in your back muscles and your neck, that your head and the side goes towards each other. So when we have that position, when the side and the chin meet in this point, that's the maximum we can turn the head, right? We have flexibility in this range, but we never go back to straight line when we are dancing in close hold. If you have some flexibility, you can go to the promenade, but we don't want to get stuck in the middle. For guys and for ladies, it's the same idea. We don't want to have the head just standing there. We are passing through this position. If ladies, you're going to promenade, the head will go from very left to very right or closing back. Same thing, the head is turning and changing that, but we don't want to keep it stuck. So that exercise just gives you opportunity to practice how you can close it all the way or switch it to the promenade. Okay, that extra rotation with the side will help. Now next part, same thing about the head and adding the side, is how we can turn with that position to the left. We spend a lot of movements in that left close position, so we need to be prepared with the left rotation. We are continue movement in your hips, in your side turning left, and in your head helping you with that rotation. So feel this, your rotation to the left, you're taking left side and the head together. You want to feel that everything turning. I'm pulling the head, the side, and the hip goes to the left back. Turning all together. We want to avoid this when head stays and body turns. So that's what we want to avoid. Yeah, we are practicing to moving this, because even if we are doing a reverse turn or double reverse, any rotation to the left, you want to invite your partner and give him room instead of stopping and blocking yourself and your partner as well. Same thing for for leaders. We have to give this space for ladies. We want to give this room with the body and head position so they can continue getting around us. Because when we're going back, we are inside of rotation, so our partner has to get around us. And the head will help you to be balanced and provide this space for your partner. So let's do this exercise with a leg action, lowering and turning. Lowering, creating this rotation in your hip, in your side, and your head together. We are turning to the left. 2 more times. And the last one, turning to the left. That rotation continues. Okay, again, it gives you more flexibility. The head, if it's stuck, it's gonna look heavy, it's gonna look hard, and physically it will be more demanding too. So feel that you have that breathing moment in your head, that the head can stay and move together with the side, but not squeezed and tight, that you have flexibility to change into promenade. Or bring it back to closed position to continue the movement. So that's good about the head. Now, next part, we talked a little bit on the previous lesson how the opposite side moves with the leg. I want to continue with it and emphasize a little bit more the steps back. Those usually are the hardest one, right? So let's just recall general idea. We are moving left side and the right leg, or right side and the left leg, to create this flexible, normal mechanical action that we are moving in space, using the rotation in the body, keeping ourselves flexible. For this exercise right now, head stays straight and body creates the rotation. Okay, let's do it next. We're gonna go with the left foot forward and your right side gonna go forward. Now you are stepping, let's do half a step. Just put a small pressure on the right foot and turn the left side. And then we're gonna go back, switching the sides. So now my right leg goes back and my left shoulder and the hip is going to go backwards. So that's where the flexibility in your hips, very important, that you're taking that hip and you're taking this side. Now we are doing the same point, we're just putting small weight on the left leg and turning right side back towards opposite leg. Back and 1, 2 forward and 1 back and switch, switch and switch, switch. Let me do it one time back towards you. And 1 left leg and the right side. Now right leg and the left side. And switch. Make sure that your pelvis, your hips are moving. Switch, switch. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. One more. 1, 2, and 1, 2. It gives you this flexibility. One more time. I'm facing the camera. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. The rotation with opposition. Very good, very good. So, the back steps, the pelvis, how we can continue that movement, going back, and providing the space for our partner, male or female. We want to have that flexibility. We are lowering and moving opposite side back. So we just did the exercise in place, but it's another great exercise for you while you're traveling and using this. You want to have a understanding that with every step, if we are staying down, for example, if we do preparation and a natural turn, or a feather step, when we have 2 steps back down, 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 or for guys going forward, down, down. We have 2 steps with that rotation. So we need to make sure that our pelvis producing that rotation. It helps with the body turning and it helps with our flexibility. We don't want to have only leg going back. We need to engage our pelvis as well. Okay, so let's do this. We are preparing the leg. We're gonna go with the right foot back, which means left side, left hip has to help. Left hip, we're not gonna do this, settling in the hip. We are turning and moving the rest of the body. So the joints, your knees, your ankle, and the hip will work together. We are bending it and moving a left hip back with the right leg. Moving. Now, when we are arriving on the leg, that heel cannot go down immediately. You got the heel down there, you got stuck. Now, everything blocking your partner. We need to make sure that the heel goes down gradually while my body arrives on the leg. Now we are arriving on the leg, and now we are doing opposite now. Left foot and the right hip. Right hip. So feel that action from the hip. Again, 3 joints working together, ankle, knee, and the hip, giving you that flexibility in the movement. Flexibility and switching. Flexibility. Let's go this way. And left leg and the right hip, right leg and the left hip. All of this moving together. We don't want to get into this habit or this habit. So we're still keeping our blocks, and with that rotation, we are creating this step. Flexible rotation and the movement. Rotation and the movement. Rotation and the movement. Okay? One more time. Lowering, bending, and moving this side. Now we are switching, collecting, going to neutral, and start turning opposite side. Start turning opposite side. Okay? So that's our movement back. Flexible breathing, going through that action. And another part, what is important for flexibility while we are dancing, that you have that lower and rise balanced with the rest of the movement. Right? So a lot of dances we do use the lower and rise, and very important part, people forget that when we do the rise or the lowering, the body should not go in the same direction. My point that ribcage should not sink, go up and then down, or bringing frame up and down. What we want to experience, that while we are going up, your shoulder weight goes down in a position. And when you're lowering, you want to feel that you're stretching yourself up in a position without lifting the shoulders, but engaging the abdomen muscles to lift you up. We are rising, shoulders going down, and we are lowering, stretching ourselves up. Rising, lowering, rising, keeping it compact. The sternum is always over the toes. Don't lift the rib cage this way. Rising, engaging all your muscles, pulling the spine, but keeping shoulder blades down, keeping it more compact. Now when I'm lowering, I'm stretching my spine as much as I can to get myself taller, using the abdomen muscles, pulling it up, and shoulders down, hanging down, lowering, and shoulders down. Breathing in, lowering, stretching it all, and shoulders down. More compact, stable position. So when we start dancing, you want to experience that lowering, having tall posture, engaged core, and the rise action, we are still compact, shoulders down, keeping you balanced. Lowering, all muscles supporting that stretch, and rising. We're not gonna continue rising that shape, but we're gonna get our parts together compact. The shoulder blades going down, shoulders hanging. All the weight goes to the ball of the foot, the sternum is supporting you. Avoid this. That's again when action becomes stiff and robust. Lowering and rising doesn't make you look flexible. So practicing that rise and lowering will give you flexibility while you are dancing and creating nice continuous movement. Because what is the flexibility? It's continuation of the movement, changing from one direction to another with seamless connection, without noticeable difference, right? We can turn to the left and switch to the right. We don't want to see how it happened. If you're very distinguished, stop. Okay, now I got to go this way. That will make it much worse look. So when we are dancing, the flexibility gives you opportunity continuously dance with that rotation, with the head action, and rise and fall. So we are gradually lowering, stretching the posture, rising, shoulders down, keeping ourselves balanced, and moving the spine to the next step. Okay, thank you so much for watching. That was the second episode about flexibility. I hope it helped you a lot, and come back and practice it more. Thank you. Goodbye.